Today we're going to move on to two-step inequalities. Everything's going to be the same as one step, but you'll have a constant to get rid of and a coefficient. So let's go through our vocabulary. Y'all already know this. We've been learning it for a week now. An inequality, they are not equal. They are not equal. One is greater than or less than or equal to the other. A variable is a letter of the alphabet that represents a missing number. A constant is a number by itself. A coefficient is the number attached to the variable. What's your goal? To get the variable by itself, but we must put it on the left side for inequalities. It needs to be on the left. All right. Excuse me. To move a constant, add or subtract to zero it out. To move a coefficient, multiply or divide. And then I said in inequalities, the variable needs to be on the left. And then right here, star it, highlight it, do whatever you need to do to remember this step. Put a big star. You will flip the sign if you multiply or divide both sides by a. That means, and put it in parentheses, if the coefficient is negative. You should be able, in 7th grade with a two-step equation, you should be able to look at it before you even start and know if you're going to flip the sign just by seeing if the coefficient's negative. All right, let's do example 1. Here we go. Is the sign going to flip? No. Why not? What's not a negative? The 5. If the 5 is attached to the x, it's not a negative. The sign will not flip. How do I get rid of the constant 6? Minus 6. I have x divided by 5 is less than 2 minus 6. I need to keep, change, change. I am adding two different signs, so I actually don't add. What's the difference of 6 and 2? 4. And which sign is heavier? The negative 6. I do not care that this is negative. I only care if the coefficient's negative. How will I get rid of this 5 if x is being divided by 5? Multiply by 5. Whatever I do to the left, I have to do to the right. That cancels out, and I'm left with x is less than negative 4 times 5, which is negative 20. Box in your answer, and we're going to put it on this line that I put there for y'all. I'm going to put 0 here, and I'm going to count by tens. This is going to be negative 10. What would this be? Negative 20. What kind of circle would it have? Open circle above the negative 20. And which way would my arrow go? Left. Example 2. What do I need to do to this inequality before I even try to solve it? I need to flip the entire inequality. I'm not flipping the sign. I'm flipping the entire inequality. This is going to go on the left. This is going to go on the right. And this is going to reverse for the inequality. So I have 3x plus 4 is less than or equal to 7. Now I can ask myself, is the coefficient a negative? No. So will the sign flip? No. How do I get rid of the constant plus 4? Subtract 4. That cancels out, and I am left with 3x is less than or equal to 7 minus 4. Could I keep change if I wanted to? But 7 minus 4 is a bigger number minus a smaller number. I can do it just like I did in elementary school. That's 3. How do I get rid of the coefficient 3? Divide by 3. And I'm left with x is less than or equal to 3 divided by 3, which is 1. I'm going to go put it on a number line. So I'm going to put 0 here. Here's 1, here's 2. And that's really all I need to put. What kind of circle is this going to have? Closed. And which way is the arrow going to go? Left. Number 3. Is the variable already on the left? Yes. Is the sign going to end up flipping? Why not? The coefficient is positive. How do I get rid of a plus 1? Minus 1. So I have 7x is less than or equal to 15 minus 1, which is 14. I divide both sides by 7, and I'm left with x is less than or equal to 14 divided by 7, which is 2. I come down to my number line, and I need to put 2 on there. Here's 0, 1, 2, 3. What kind of circle is it going to have? Closed. Above the 2. Which way is the arrow going to go? To the left. Less than.
Do you have to put the 3?
No, I'm just, when they give you a blank number line, you can kind of put what you want as long as it's correctly done. All right, over here, is the coefficient on the left, is the variable on the left?
Yes.
Is the coefficient negative?
No.
So will my sign flip? No. All right, how do I get rid of the minus 13? Plus 13. So I have 5x is greater than 2 plus 13 is 15. How do I get rid of the 5? Divide by 5, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So x is greater than 3. So here I have 0, 1, 2, 3. What kind of circle is it going to get? Open. Which way will the arrow go? Right. We're not going to do all of them on the back, but we definitely want to do some because we haven't done any negative coefficients. There's none. Let's make some. Let's do this one. How do I get rid of the plus 4? Subtract 4. I now am left with x divided by 2 is less than 8 minus 4, which is? Was the coefficient negative? No. How do I get rid of divide by 2? Multiply by 2. Whatever I do to the left, I have to do to the right. I'm left with x is less than 4 times 2, which is 8. So here's 7, here's 8, here's 9. What kind of circle is this going to get? Open. And which way would it go? Left. All right, let's go do number 6, but let's pretend that this is a negative sign. All right, what does that mean? My sign is going to flip in the end. How do I get rid of a 12? Subtract 12. I am left with negative 2x is less than, and 18 minus 12 is 6. Right here, to get rid of the coefficient, I'm going to divide by negative 2. And that means my sign is going to reverse. It's going to flip. And 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Now, on this number line, please don't put going left to right, -3, -4. Like, remember that it's backwards for negatives. So this would be -2, this would be -3, this would be -4. Does that make sense? All right, what kind of circle goes above the -3? Open. And it goes to the right. Thank you. All right, we're gonna do one more, and I'm gonna change it just so that y'all can see something else, okay? So I want y'all to pretend this wasn't even here. I want you to put 7 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 21, and just mark this out like it never happened, it never existed. Okay. Would this sign flip? Because that minus is giving the 2 a negative value. Yes? All right, how would I get rid of the 7? Y'all made me almost right plus. How would I get rid of the 7? Minus 7. Remember, you're trying to zero it out. I am left with -2x is greater than or equal to, and what is 21 minus 7? Guys, what's 21 minus 7?
14.
Right here, to get rid of the coefficient -2, I have to divide both sides by -2, and that means my sign is going to flip. And 14 divided by -2 is -7. So here, I have -6. To the left of -6 is -7. To the left of -7 is -8. Look at the number line on my board if you need to see it. What kind of circle goes above the 7? Which way does the arrow go? Left. All right, I'm going to pass out your assignment. First of all, how many questions does each one have that we're going to grade? 2 on the front, and then on the back it's just 1. You don't have to do the graphs on the back because they're not there. Okay? But on the front, you must have an answer like x is less than 2. You need to box it in. And then I want you to put it on the number line. I want to talk to you about number 3. Why do y'all think I want to bring this one up? There's an invisible coefficient. It's a 1. Remember that any time a variable doesn't have a coefficient, it actually has a 1 in front of it. You don't have to worry about it if it's a positive x. But if it's a negative, you need to go put that 1 in front of it because you'll have to get rid of the negative sign. So please make sure you put a 1 in front of that. All right, you may get started.